Stuck in bronze? It's a frustrating place to be, isn't it? You've been grinding, putting in the hours, but it feels like you're just spinning your wheels. Ditch the rage, grab a snack, let's rank up. We've all been there. Sometimes taking a break and recharging can make all the difference. It's not just about playing more, it's about playing smarter. Stuck in the low ranks, phone heating up, controller slippery with sweat and frustration. It's like you're battling your own gear as much as your opponent's. You're putting in the hours, but something's not clicking. You're dedicated, you're focused, but the results just aren't there. It's like there's a missing piece to the puzzle. You're getting outplayed, outsmarted, outgunned. Sound familiar? It's a tough pill to swallow, but recognizing the problem is the first step to solving it.
Before you rage quit and toss your phone across the room, we've all been tempted. Take a deep breath. There's a better way to handle this. Let me tell you about a game changer, watching top players. It's not just about entertainment, it's about education. These players have mastered the game, and there's so much you can learn from them. No, seriously, this isn't some cheesy motivational mumbo-jumbo. It's practical advice that can make a real difference in your gameplay. This is about leveling up your gameplay and skyrocketing your rank. By studying the best, you can adopt their strategies, understand their decision-making, and apply it to your own game. Think of it like this. You wouldn't expect to become a basketball star just by shooting hoops in your backyard, right? You need to see how the pros do it. You'd watch the pros, study their moves, learn their strategies. It's the same principle. By observing top players, you can pick up on the nuances that make them successful. Mobile gaming is no different. The more you watch, the more you learn. It's about building a mental library of tactics and techniques. So, ditch the frustration, grab your favorite drink, and let's dive into how watching top players can transform your game. It's time to turn those hours of practice into real progress. Let's get started.
But Ninja, I hear you saying those guys are pros. They're on a whole other level.
True, but that's exactly why you need to be watching them. These players are at the top for a reason. They've mastered the mechanics, the strategies, the mental game, and the best part? They're sharing their secrets. Think of watching top players like having a personal coach, analyzing your opponents, and predicting their every move. You're getting a front row seat to their decision-making process, their reactions, their insane skills. You'll be amazed at what you start to pick up. Subtle movements, advanced techniques, strategic rotations, things you never even knew were possible. It's like unlocking a cheat code for your brain.
One of the biggest benefits of watching top players is gaining a whole new perspective on the game. You get to see the game from a vantage point that you might not have considered before. You're not just watching someone play, you're seeing the game through their eyes. This means you can observe their techniques, their strategies, and their unique approach to different challenges. You get to understand their thought process, their decision-making, and their reactions to different situations. This insight is invaluable because it allows you to learn from their experiences and apply those lessons to your own gameplay.
It's like having X-ray vision, says name of a prominent female figure in gaming like Pokimane, a popular streamer known for her strategic gameplay. She emphasizes how this perspective can reveal hidden aspects of the game that are not immediately obvious. You can see the enemy's movements before they even make them. This foresight gives you a significant advantage, allowing you to plan your moves with greater precision. You understand the flow of the game on a deeper level. This deeper understanding helps you to predict the game's progression and adapt your strategies accordingly. This shift in perspective is crucial for improving your own gameplay. By observing top players, you can identify areas where you need to improve and work on them more effectively. Instead of reacting to situations, you start to anticipate them. This proactive approach can make a huge difference in your performance, as you are always one step ahead of your opponents. You begin to understand the why behind every move, every shot, every decision. This deeper comprehension allows you to refine your own strategies and become a more skilled and thoughtful player. Ultimately, seeing the game through the eyes of top players can transform your gaming experience, making it more strategic, insightful, and rewarding.
Ever feel lost on those sprawling maps? You're not alone. Map knowledge is crucial in any mobile shooting game. Knowing the key choke points, flanking routes, and power positions can be the difference between a glorious victory and a humiliating defeat.
Map awareness is everything, says name of a pro player, a renowned mobile esports champion. It doesn't matter how good your aim is if you're constantly caught out of position. By watching top players, you'll learn the ins and outs of each map. You'll discover hidden pathways, strategic camping spots, and the best routes to flank your opponents. You'll learn when to push, when to hold back, and when to make a daring play. Outsmart, outmaneuver. Elevate your game sense with the pros. Game sense. That intangible quality that separates the good from the great. It's about anticipating enemy movements, predicting rotations, and making split-second decisions that turn the tide of battle. And it's something you can learn by observing the best.
Watch how pro players react to audio cues, how they use their grenades strategically, and how they position themselves to gain a tactical advantage. Pay attention to their loadouts, their attachments, and how they adapt to different situations.
Game sense is all about reading your opponents and predicting their next move, says another pro player, a master of strategy and tactics. The more you watch, the more you start to think like the enemy. Aim like a god, mastering movement and shooting techniques. Okay, let's talk mechanics. The foundation of any great shooter is understanding the mechanics. This means knowing how to move fluidly and shoot accurately. Yes, strategy and game sense are vital, but they are only part of the equation. You need to be able to execute your plans with precision, but you still need to hit your shots. Consistency is key. Practicing your aim daily can make a huge difference. Watching top players can drastically improve your aim, movement, and overall shooting skills. Analyze their gameplay, take notes, and try to replicate their techniques.
Pay close attention to their crosshair placement, their movement patterns, and how they position themselves in different scenarios, and how they use cover to their advantage. Notice how they strafe, how they control recoil, and how they maintain their composure under pressure, and how they adjust their aim for different weapons. Each weapon has its own unique characteristics, and mastering them can give you a significant edge.
It's about finding what works for you, advises another prominent female figure in gaming, like Valkyrae, a popular streamer known for her FPS skills. Experiment with different sensitivities, practice your flick shots, and find the settings that suit your playstyle. And don't be afraid to adjust your grip. Sometimes, a small change in how you hold your device can make a big difference in your performance.
Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you play, the more you'll improve. Set aside time each day to practice and refine your skills. But watching the pros will give you a massive head start. Learn from their successes and their mistakes. Incorporate their strategies into your own gameplay, and soon you'll see significant improvements.
The psychology of champions. Stay cool, calm, and collected. Mobile gaming, especially at the higher ranks, is as much a mental game as it is a test of skill. One bad play, one frustrating death, can send you spiraling into a pit of rage-induced misclicks.
Tilt is real, warns another pro player, a seasoned veteran known for his calm demeanor. Learning to control your emotions is just as important as mastering your aim.
Watch how the pros remain calm under pressure. They don't let a few bad rounds get to them. They stay focused, adapt their strategies, and never give up. Gear up for glory. The right tools for mobile domination. Now, before you accuse me of making excuses, hear me out. While skill reigns supreme, having the right gear can definitely enhance your gameplay. And no, I'm not talking about dropping hundreds of dollars on a fancy gaming phone, though it does help.
I'm talking about optimizing your setup. A comfortable grip, responsive Bluetooth controller, and high refresh rate display can make a world of difference. And guess what? Many pro players share their gear recommendations and settings.
Having the right tools can help you perform at your best, says another pro player who is sponsored by a gaming brand. But remember, it's still up to you to put in the practice and make those clutch plays. From noob to pro, your journey to the top starts now. So, there you have it. Watching top players isn't just about entertainment, it's a strategic advantage. It's about learning from the best, analyzing their techniques, and applying their knowledge to your own gameplay.
Remember, ranking up takes time, dedication, and a whole lot of practice, but by adding this one simple habit to your routine, watching the pros, you'll be amazed at how quickly you improve.
Consistent grind, exponential growth. Your path to mobile mastery. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Like any skill, mastering mobile gaming takes time and consistent effort.
Keep watching, keep learning, and most importantly, keep playing. Embrace the grind, celebrate every small victory, analyze your mistakes, and never stop pushing yourself to improve.
Remember, the path to the top is paved with practice, perseverance, and a healthy dose of inspiration from the pros. Now go out there and dominate.